Welcome to Superscreen's News at 10, broadcasting to you live from Lagos. I am Adine Owoye Ajiboye. The People's Democratic Party, PD, to Muhammadu Buhari, intending the party asked handling of the 1.4 This was contained Publicity Secretary of the PD, Ola Ologbondiyan, in Abuja. The operation already backed by state governors across the board will not only expose human We sincerely apologize for that audio problem. Now moving on, the All Progressives Congress, APC, in Lagos State has produced new leaders that will steer the ship of the party in the state. These leaders emerged at the State Congress held on Saturday at the party secretariat in Ogba. Well, I was there, and this is the report. There was a heavy presence of security personnel at the road leading to the entrance of the All Progressives Congress APC State Congress Secretariat, as journalists were subjected to thorough search before gaining entrance. Participants were subjected to the same search as they filed into the venue. Before casting a vote, members of the party bear their mind on the exercise and the expectations.
Honestly, I'm the happiest person today. The otherwise office of the women leader that nobody knew anything about, I've been able to raise it to an enviable state. Over 15 people wanted to be women leader for Lagos State. And I'm so happy today that the person that the leaders have agreed to step into the office is a 3-time House of Rep member. That goes to show that the stake is indeed high. So for me, that's the best legacy I could give to Lagos State.
This party, the best in the world, and so we must make sure that we see that bigger picture and know that when you're being given that position, it is to create a better enabling grounds for everybody.
Lagos State Congress of the All Progressives Congress APC. Now behind me you can see that indeed members of the All Progressives Congress APC are all set to cast their votes for those that are their preferred candidates. And right about now we are also hearing from a feelers reaching me that members of the All Progressive Congress is now divided, that some people are also having their own congress elsewhere. Now, what are some of their delegates or party leaders saying about this?
Those ones didn't know what they are doing as far as I'm concerned. So, and we are here and those who are relevant are here, and then you are saying there's a parallel. Led by who? That will be the question. Led by who? The party leader is here, the speaker is here, I'm here. We're still waiting for others to come and finish their accreditation, and we're ready to go.
I want to say clearly that it's only Lagos State, and I'm bold to say, it's only Lagos State that you have clean politics. It's only here in Lagos that APC really exists. Other states have factions everywhere, but not here in Lagos.
This is the party secretariat, you know. Anything outside this place is null and void, illegal. Of no use, of zero consequence. You know, all noise and no substance, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
The voting exercise commenced and the delegates were called one after the other to face members who gave their votes in a yes or no. The winners eventually emerged.
Elections are fast coming, they are fast approaching, and because of this, I've mapped out some strategies for our campaign. Of course, Governor Ambode is seeking a second term. I really want to work tirelessly and relentlessly with him. At this stage, nothing any of us will want to think of than to think of how to propel the state further than what we met. You know, we have done our best in the past, and we're still lucky we're still part of the new ESCO, and we're still going to tell them whatever experience we're going to share with them, and with our new ideas, of course, we expect the party to move forward.
It will interest you to note that there is a faction in the All Progressives Congress APC in Lagos State from the feelers reaching us. The Moise Banure faction have formed another party, and they have been able to also do their own Congress. It remains to be seen how the All Progressives Congress APC will handle the situation at hand. Now, still staying with the All Progressives Congress APC, the state, local government and world executive members of the All Progressives Congress APC in Benue State have endorsed Governor Samuel Tom and Senator George Akume for re-election in 2019. Comrade Yaro, who led the endorsement, said the duo of Governor Otom and Senator Akume demonstrated unequaled wisdom, which led to the peaceful party congresses in the state. Addressing delegates and other party faithful at the Congress, Governor Otom commended them for ensuring a heat-free exercise, saying there is strength and greatness when people unite for a common cause. Former Deputy Governor of Osun State, Iyola Omishore, has dumped the People's Democratic Party, PDP, for the Social Democratic Party, SDP, where he intends to contest the September 22nd governorship election in the state. Omishore disclosed his defection in a statement made available to journalists in Osogbo. He said his governorship ambition will be realized on the platform of his new political party, adding that he is ready to rescue the state from the ruling All Progressives Congress APC. Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has announced the appointment of heads for the 77 restructured districts. A senior special assistant on media and publicity, Samuel Aruman, who disclosed this in a statement, said the appointments followed the conclusion of checks and assessment of the 230 nominees forwarded by the 32 emirates and chiefdoms in the state. According to him, the reduction is part of the government policy of reducing the size of the government. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, the former Minister of Information and Orientation, Jerry Gana, and some other key politicians have paid a courtesy visit, a solidarity visit, to Senator representing Plateau North in the National Assembly, Jonah Young, in prison. Their visits came about 5 days after Justice Daniel Longji of the Plateau State High Court in Jos ordered Young's remand in the prison custody after being arraigned by Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, on a 12-count charge of alleged corruption and a misappropriation of 6.3 billion naira. It was gathered that most of the politicians during their visit donated money to the prison for the welfare of the inmates. People living with HIV/AIDS and 11 other groups have petitioned the Minister of Health, Isaac Adewale, and his Labour and Employment counterpart, Chris Ngige, over the ongoing health workers' strike. According to the victims, the protected industrial action is worsening their situation. The victims have threatened to hold both ministers accountable for any death of members or any other negative consequences the protected industrial action would have on their lives or treatment. The petition was signed by Civil Society for HIV/AIDS in Nigeria, Session, a network of people living with HIV/AIDS in Nigeria, and NEF1, a network of religious leaders against HIV/AIDS in Nigeria, Ninerela. If you've just joined us, watching Superscreen News at 10, we'll take a short break here. More news after this timeout, so join us again.
Before they come, they're supposed to, give us some information, notice, at least maybe a week or so. There was nothing like that.
Hunger is everywhere in Nigeria. People are dying every day, but the Nigerian government are keeping quiet. Housemen are killing people. Why?
It's not what we expected because of these old men that are leading us, and you people know, you are aware that these people are not the right people to lead us. These kind of people that are leading us here are people of black mind. They just care about themselves and their family.
You are affecting my business. Let me use grass. If I call it use grass, I'm not to mistake. The other place where they build a shop, call it Plaza. Each shop they are 4 million naira, which I don't have the money, so I have to leave. If you plan to get a tribal mark, it takes a lot of pain, but after some time, you enjoy it. No, we experience hold up now during the construction time. Then after some time, we start enjoying it.
The way they are doing the construction is too slow. It's too slow. The construction is too slow. They should stop the construction and make sure people go into their businesses and do their businesses.
Welcome back. You're still watching Superscreen News at 10. And now in business news, The House of Representatives say a clean copy of the 2018 budget will be on the table of President Muhammadu Buhari within 1 week from the date of passage. You recall that the National Assembly passed the 9.12 trillion naira budget on Wednesday last week after the appropriation bill last week had spent more than 6 months at the legislature. The final figure was raised by over 508 billion naira from the initial estimate of 8.612 trillion naira that the president laid before lawmakers on November 7, 2017. Chairman, House Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Abdulrazak Hernandez, told journalists that by Wednesday this week, the budget would have been sent to the president. Meanwhile, the Minister of Budget and National Planning, Udoma, says President Muhammadu Buhari might not assent to the 2018 budget, recently raised to 9.1 trillion naira by the National Assembly, with additional 501 billion naira. Special advisor on media to the Minister, Akandem James, who disclosed this, said the 501 billion naira addition by the legislature might not be feasible. Udoma said the National Assembly will have to tell Nigerians if they have discovered another revenue stream unknown to the federal government to cover the addition. You will recall that the Senate increased the appropriation bill from the 8.612 trillion naira proposed by President Buhari to 9.12 trillion naira. The crude oil benchmark price of the budget was also increased from $45 to $50.5. Minister of Power Works and Housing, Babatunde Raji Fashola, has urged the Lagos State government to provide a land for a national housing program in the state. Fashola disclosed this at the 2018 Ramadan lecture held in Lagos, a branch of the Ansarudeen Society of Nigeria. The minister said the President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration is working towards making life more meaningful for Nigerians through careful design programs and projects. According to him, the National Housing Program is one of the federal government's efforts to address the country's housing deficit. Fashola also said President Buhari has approved the construction and reconstruction of roads, including the Lagos-Abeokuta Road, Lagos-Ibadan Road, as well as the Ikorodu-Shagamu Road. The Association of Bureau de Change Operatives of Nigeria and Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit have concluded a 3-day joint training and sensitization program on anti-money laundering and terrorist financing. The program, which was attended by head offices and zonal secretariat staff of APCAN and key personalities from the NFIU, was held at the APCAN Secretariat in Lagos State. President of APCAN, Aminu Gwadabi, who disclosed this to journalists, said the anti-money laundering training is intended to familiarize Bureau de Change operatives with the process of money laundering and the laws that make it a crime. According to him, the training created awareness on the need to check money laundering and terrorist financing in the period of electioneering and will ensure that BDCS are not used to launder funds by politically exposed persons. You're still watching Superscreen News at 10. We'll take a short break here to bring you news from the foreign scene and sports. So join us again.